Hi, I'm Ralph Vacchiano of the New York Daily News here inside the Giants practice facility, and with all due respect to Antrell Roll, I just want to say that I appreciate all the fans out there of mine and all of the fans of the New York Daily News, and I respect your right as paying customers to boo me anytime you want. Except for those of you who are reading my stuff on the internet, because you're not paying for anything at all. But for the rest of you who buy the paper, I understand that there may be times where you're disenchanted with what you read. Maybe you've been drinking, maybe you've accidentally bought the New York Post, maybe you're reading the newspaper upside down, but whatever it is, if you're unhappy with it, boo away. That's fine with me. Hopefully the Giants, though, won't give you much to boo this weekend. They're obviously getting ready for a big game against the Washington Redskins, looking to extend their winning streak to 2, maybe even putting a second good half together in a row. And they'll be facing their old nemesis, Donovan McNabb. It's their first chance to get a look at the former Eagles quarterback in a Washington Redskins uniform.
You know how these games go. They're very physical. They're knockdown, drag them out football games. And so we've got to be prepared for that. It's going to be a 4-quarter football game. We've got to get ourselves prepared for that. We've got to really take a look at this football team, see the things that they like to do, and try to take some of those things away from them, and give ourselves the best opportunity to be successful.
Well, I think they're all big at this point, and in the division, Washington. So it's gonna be a big game. It should be a great crowd, another home game, and we need to go out there and play our best football.
But there was plenty of good news for the Giants this week on the injury front, something that's been nothing but bad news for them in recent weeks. They're getting closer to the return of both of their offensive linemen, David Diehl and Sean O'Hara, who were on the field this week. David Diehl pushing hard for a return as soon as possible. And they got good news from their top receivers as well. Hakeem Nicks, Steve Smith getting closer. Steve Smith even said that there's a chance, small chance, that he can play this week. More likely, though, he and Nicks will be back on December 12th. Of the four, Diehl, though, probably has the best chance to make a quicker return.
I'm feeling a lot better, and today was a step in the right direction, being able to go out there and do individual and get some reps during team. But there's times where I feel great, and then there's times that I can feel it, and it'll remind me that I have it. So I'm just taking each day in stride like I have been, and just making sure that I'm doing everything I can to get ready to hopefully play this weekend.
I'm aiming for the Minnesota game. That's my personal goal. See what the doctor's thinking, the trainers and everything. But my personal goal is try to get back by Minnesota.
Now, in the meantime, while they're waiting for the cavalry to return, obviously the Giants will continue to focus on the running game. The 1-2 punch of Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw worked well against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tom Coughlin said he's going to stick with that rotation for now, but he was impressed with what Ahmad Bradshaw did, thinks there's plenty of room to keep getting him involved in the offense. And Brandon Jacobs, who had a big issue with not starting earlier in the season, made it clear that that's no longer an issue with him as long as the team continues to win.
As far as starting and all that other stuff, I don't really concern myself with a lot of that. I just want to win. Like I told you guys last week, winning is more important than your individual goals. So as long as you win, and no one really could tell you that you was on losing teams and haven't done anything in your career. So I'm just obsessed with winning.
Now, a win this weekend would obviously be huge for the Giants. They are 7-4, still on the fringes of the playoff race. They're battling the Eagles for the division lead in a tie right now. They don't have the tiebreaker, but it's starting to look like 10 wins will be necessary to get into the playoffs in the NFC. So every game counts from here on out for the Giants. Make sure you stick with the blue screen all weekend long. We'll give you the full recap, and I'll promise I'll try to write things that won't make you boo.